different than the last two in Toronto, yes. So I thought, and I thought it was one of our better games as of late as well. And we struggled with Toronto's speed and how they came at us in the last two games, and I thought tonight we dealt with that well, and you turned it back on them, went back the other way pretty significantly with our group, and got to the offensive zone, and you know, I think the shots for the first 35 minutes were indicative of how the game was played.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Cal before and seeing his journey, what does a night like that mean?
Trying to get him the hat trick. Lots of people go in the game without getting a hat trick. He had a good chance at it tonight, but you know, Cal is said he's a guy who's played a lot of games in the National Hockey League, and his stats are pretty darn good. And you know, gets inserted on a power play, and he adds and contributes to it. Tonight with the play before the power play is probably better than the goal. The play to the middle of the ice, he makes back to the point, and then goes to the flank and then back to him on a great play from Jack, and he puts the goal in there. And I'm really not surprised to see him, you know, put it home with what he can do.
Cal had the 2 goals, but it seemed like Ryan was happier for him. I mean, what have you seen with the bond between the two of them?
You know, I think Ryan was happy to be on Cal's first goal. You know, I read Riley from Michael and Riley, and they always talk about their mom being the most happy and the most aware of those situations. So it was mentioned during the game, Mom's going to be happy with that one. But you know, Ryan wasn't the only guy who wanted Cal to go on the ice and get the hat trick. It was Jack was trying to get him on the ice and get him the opportunity. But you know, I think it's definitely see the brotherly love when they're out there together, and when Cal has success.
Coach, did you feel Sparks made the contact with Hudson? Is that why you challenged?
I thought it was incidental. I thought not so much that Sparks did make the contact, which I think he did come out to the top and initiate, but their guy battling with Hudson in the crease there, that I thought was them pushing us back into that contact. The goalie comes out and makes the contact with his blocker. So I thought we had a chance to, you know, go up 4-1 with that goal.
What most effective the Larson-Gianna Foligno line played all over the ice in one game?
I'm sorry, was the most effective?
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, we were talking after the game was maybe Marcus Foligno's best all-around game, and playing strong, good defensively, hard to play against, but also in the offensive zone, hold on to the pocket playing there. And you know, I think you see some chemistry with that line, with the way they're playing. I think, you know, tonight in the second period in the offensive zone, they were dominant in the offensive zone, and it's all 3 of those guys playing together.
Chad, it's 20 wins for the first time. How happy are you for him?
You know, I know he got his career high a few ago, and to see him get 20 wins, something I certainly would have taken at the beginning of this year. Chad Johnson getting 20 for you, and I am happy for him. It's a significant marker for him in his career.
What did Ryan's night in the face-off circle mean to the overall?
It means we start with the puck in the defensive zone and in the offensive zone on the power play, the penalty kill, we win draws, get clears. It's you know, I think that's really probably the most important part of that, you know, him being good in the face-off circle is on the special teams. We start with the puck, and that's a huge, probably the biggest factor in the game is when you can win the draw.